Make sure these straps are on tight. Don't want to lose my lift because I can't grip it.
Artless.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artless.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Alright, this is 245, used to be heavy as crap. Now I'm ripping it pretty easy. Same form, haven't changed anything. Just been progressing with the form that I have. I'm going to get it for 5, and then I'm going to keep bridging up until I can't go 5 anymore. So I'm going to keep getting heavier until I reach a plateau.
Music licensing reimagined. Artless.io.
Alright guys, this is 295 on the bar. So sometimes when I post videos like this, people talk about form and all that good stuff, and I believe form has a place. I'm actually releasing a video here coming out pretty soon about the difference between a Yates row, a barbell row, the way Kai Green does it, the Penlay rows, all the differences, and they all have their own merits, and they all work your lats and your back regardless of what variation you do. So what I'm doing now is a principle of overload in which I will pyramid up to a heavier weight, and as I get heavier and heavier, I'll get more upright. And so the goal is to overload the upright position to where I'm elbowing back as hard as I can. And then over the next couple of weeks, I'll take that weight or a little bit lighter, and instead of rowing here, I'll drop it down a little bit, and I'll drop it down. I'll keep doing that until I can do a weight completely parallel or perpendicular to the ground. Well, parallel. I'll be parallel to the ground, and used to I couldn't do it with 225 or 245. Now I can do it with 245 pretty easy. I can go completely parallel and pull and get it. So now I'm training the higher end of the spectrum, so I'm going to be upright here. But the whole goal is to just overload, and then over time I'll get lower and lower to where I can handle heavier and heavier weights. And that's how I've always boosted my barbell row. A lot of people ask me how I've gotten it so strong, and that's how I've done it, especially with my squat. I tell people I used to squat 600 pounds for a 1 rep max. They say there's no way you can do that. I did the same thing with barbell row as I'm doing squat. I train a portion of the range of motion, and then I go deeper next time, and I go deeper. And then it's an easier way to acclimate your body to newer weight without hitting plateaus. So if you haven't tried that, give it a try before you whack it, okay? $295. Gonna see how many times I can get it. Form's gonna be terrible. I'm just telling you right now.
Licensing reimagined.
But haven't been this heavy since I was 200 pounds. So for me at 160 this morning, that's a huge deal.
Artlist.io.
Not pretty, but I'll take it. Okay guys, so just like we talked about before, I've got 305 on the bar. Some of these plates are weeder plates, so you know, the 10 pound plate's 11 pounds, the 5 pound is 5.5, and yada yada. So I'm lifting, let's see, 305 on this set. Like, I'm not looking to do any PBs as far as in perfect form. My form isn't going to be good. The only thing I'm looking for is to be able to get up, deadlift this weight up, hold it, and then be able to stand pretty much upright and just feel what that weight feels like when I elbow back. So after a couple of workouts, maybe 3 or 4 weeks down the road, I'll get lower and lower and lower with my upper body with this weight, and I'll focus more on contraction. But for right now, this is the best way I've found to boost my strength. Like I said, the other day I was struggling, even upright, to do 225 and then 245. Using the same method, I managed to boost all the way up to 305, and I feel like I could honestly do 325 right now for at least 5 to 6 reps. So this set, I'm going to give it all I have. I'm going to be pretty much upright, rowing the weight back. It's going to be a lot of traps, a lot of glutes, a lot of lats. And then over the weeks, I'll get stronger and stronger, and I'll transition into 100% lats. Anytime you do a barbell row, no matter what your angle is, you are always working glutes, hamstrings, upper back, lower back. It doesn't matter what you think you're doing. There is no way to isolate the lats like people tell you. Now the thing is if you're looking to overload the lat muscle, you're gonna have to put more weight on it regardless of what position you're at. And the best way to do that is in a position to where you're strongest, which is about halfway between completely parallel and all the way upright, you know, so about that kind of degree. So work up to that. This is me giving it all I've got, heaviest weight I can handle, and the form's going to look terrible, but just bear with me. It's all for a purpose, and in these next coming videos you'll see the difference. So 305.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
I know it's kind of hard to see, but due to the camera lighting, you can see in my garage it's kind of dark, and I've had the light turned on, and it's just not helping you see the weight. So this is 305, like I said, just to show you. Again, not that strong, not very great, but you see here we have the 45, 45, 225. There's a 25 there, that's 275, 285, 295 with the 10. And then we have this 5.5 pound here, the weeder. So altogether it's like 306, I guess, if you count the 0.5, but I just say 305 because it's easier. So here you can see it a little bit better. When I take it over to my filming spot, look, you can't see the weights at all, can you? Even though they're there. So yeah, 305, very happy with that. I got it for 10, it was sloppy. I could go heavier, but I'm gonna rest and recover, and then next week I'll do it for a stronger set.
Now they can't run at my pace. Yeah, they know that we ain't the same. the game. I told him this ain't a game.